What's up, gals and ghouls? It's your boy Vino, and welcome back to 60-Second Cocktails. Ladies and gentlemen, today is October 31st, so that can only mean one thing. It is Halloween. Now, I've never been the biggest fan of Halloween, but I do enjoy a good Halloween-themed cocktail, and I've made a few on the channel. So I'm going to put a link down in the description to a playlist of some of my Halloween-themed cocktails, and hopefully you'll make one by the end of the night. Give yourself a trick or a treat, whatever you want to do, you know? Now, today's video is a bit of a spoof video. See, a couple of weeks ago, me and my boy Rob from Rob's Home Bar, my man Dave from Booze on the Rocks, teamed up for our usual live stream called Drinking Buddies. Now, this video, this live stream, we had artificial intelligence, you know, AI, recommend us some cocktail recipes based on, you know, just a bunch of keywords that were recommended by our viewers and whatnot. And it turned out to be a really, really fun night. Now, one of the things that kept coming up was this term, should they call the authorities? Now, the reason that happened is because we told the AI to write us a story based on like bartenders in outer space. And for some reason, it kept on repeating that phrase, should they call the authorities? Every time there was a problem, but should they call the authorities? And we got a real kick out of that, like a bunch of high school kids, right? So we decided to tell the AI to recommend us a cocktail based on that phrase, should they call the authorities? And it turned out that the recipe was actually not too bad. Now, so what's going to happen today is that I'm going to be making one version of the cocktail, Rob's going to make one version of the cocktail, and Dave is going to make one version of the cocktail. So you're going to have to check out all three videos to get all the recipes, all right? Now, the other thing is that we've asked the AI to continue the story for us. So the first part of the story is on David's channel, the second part of the story is on Rob's channel, and the conclusion is going to be on my channel, which I'm going to share with you guys right now, so make sure you stick around.
The bartenders were scared and didn't know what to do. Should they call the authorities? Should they try to fight the alien themselves? The alien returned suddenly to destroy the bar and kill the bartenders. The battle was fierce. The alien was relentless in its attack, but the bartenders would not give up. The bartenders, armed with their wits and space cocktails, fought bravely against the evil alien. They fought with all their might, using every dirty trick they knew to take down their enemy. In the end, they were victorious, but at what cost? Their beloved bar was in ruins, and their lives would never be the same. But where is the bar owner? The surviving bartenders wondered. Did he know this would happen? Is he safe? Did other aliens abduct him? Should they call the authorities? No one will ever know.
All right, guys, so now that you've watched the conclusion to should they call the authorities, let's go ahead and make ourselves a should they call the authorities cocktail. Let us look at what is in the sauce, right? Now, the first thing we're going to need is, this is a shaken cocktail. We're going to need our shaker. That's the first thing we're going to need, right? And now we're going to use 1 ounce of Overproof Rum, right, folks? So I'm going to be using some Wray and Nephew. This stuff is really delicious. It's really potent, and it's got some great funk that, you know, that Jamaican funk that you love in cocktails, all right, folks? So we're going to do a 1 ounce of our Wray and Nephew, but you can use whatever Overproof Rum you happen to have, all right? We're not going to get too scientific here because the reality is, this isn't even a real cocktail. I mean, it's a cocktail, but it's not like a classic cocktail where we got to work too much, right? Now, the next thing we're going to do is 1 ounce of apple brandy. You can use Applejack if you like, but I'm going to be using Calvados, all right, folks? So we're going to do 1 ounce of our apple brandy, and again, I'm going to be using Calvados. All right, now I do love this stuff. Makes for some delicious fall cocktails. So you should go ahead and grab yourself some. Now, the next thing we're going to do is 1 ounce of apple juice. Now, I believe this is all an equal parts cocktail right now. 1 ounce of apple juice. I have the canned stuff here. I normally like to use the Trader Joe's stuff, you know, the cold press stuff, but my wife couldn't find it, so she picked up this stuff. So you can blame her, right, folks? You blame her, right? Write a letter to my wife. There we go. 1 ounce of pineapple juice, right? Now, the next thing we're going to do is 1 ounce of lemon juice, all right? So we're going to get some lemon juice here. All right, that'll help balance out some of the sweetness in this cocktail. All right. Now, the AI, when we did this video, this live stream, recommended some decent cocktails. But this one actually was pretty good. So, you know, I haven't had it since that night. Maybe I was so drunk I thought it was good. We're going to find out a little bit. Then you're gonna do 1 ounce of simple syrup. All right. I'm using a 2-to-1 simple, so I'm actually only gonna do a ½ ounce. So if you have a 2-to-1 or a rich simple syrup, you're gonna want to use ½ ounce. But if you have regular simple, you do a whole ounce. All right. All right, folks. So that is all for our ingredients. We're gonna put some ice in our shaker. All right. And I'm going to shake that for about 10-15 seconds. All right, so I think we gave that a nice healthy shake. Now let's go ahead and get our glass out. I'm going to be serving that in a rocks glass, which I had chilling like a villain. And I'm just going to fill that up with some ice. All right, that looks pretty good. There you go. And let's pour our drink into the glass. All right, looks like we got all of our should they call the authorities out of the shaker. Like it looks like we have an ice overboard. I didn't even see that fall out. There you go. We'll just throw it in there. There you go. Now I'm just going to garnish that with a little dehydrated pineapple. I mean, I guess it looks kind of like a spaceship, maybe a little alien pineapple. I don't know if you know. Anyway, folks, there it is. Our should they call the authority cocktail.
The bartenders were left alone. They wondered if they had to call the authorities. Should we call the authorities?
For the next one.
They were scared and they didn't know what to do. Should they call the authorities? Holy shit! All
right, now let's go ahead and give this a sippy sip. All right, let's see if it tastes as good as I remember. Cheers. That's actually still pretty good, folks. If you're stuck in outer space with a bunch of wild bartenders killing each other, this is not a bad cocktail to go out with. I really do enjoy it. You know, again, this is a spoof video, and you know, I don't really, you know, I don't expect you to go out and make this, but it's actually a pretty good cocktail. It's got some great funk notes from the Rain Nephew. The pineapple juice adds a little bit of tartness that really goes really well with the Calvados, which adds its own kind of appley notes and stuff like that. I actually really enjoy this cocktail. I'm gonna actually finish this cocktail, and then I'm gonna go bring my daughter trick-or-treating. You know what I'm saying? That way I can bear all these kids running around like crazy. Anyway, folks, I hope you guys like this video. Please make sure you go check out Rob's video and Dave's video. Actually, check out Dave's video first, and then check out Rob's video. And then come back here and watch my video again so you can get the whole story. It all makes sense, you know, in sequence. Anyway, folks, hope you like this video. Please press like, please subscribe, and please share with your family and friends. Because remember, sharing is caring. And when life gives you lemons, make yourself a cocktail. Happy Halloween.